I spelled system wrong. System. Then you want to hit enter. And it should bring you to this. If it doesn't, just go to Control Panel, System and Security, and click on System. You want to go to System Type over here, and you want to see if your system is a 64-bit or a 32-bit operating system. So mine's 64-bit. If yours is 32-bit, that'll come into play in a second. So just memorize what system type you have. I have 64-bit. You might have 32-bit, or you might have 64-bit. So you can exit this, and you want to search up OBS on your apps. And if you have a 64-bit system, click on OBS Studio 64-bit. And if you have a 32-bit system, go to OBS Studio 32-bit. But I have a 64-bit, so I'm going to launch 64-bit. If you have a 64-bit system, you do not want to launch the 32-bit. Vice versa, if you have a 32-bit system, you don't want to launch the 64-bit because it will not work properly. Anyways, when you open this, your OBS probably will not look like this, really. You won't have any sources here. You won't have probably a mic and a desktop audio in your mixer. And you most likely will not have this black and silver color layout thing. But I'll show you guys how to get all this. Let's do it. So what you want to do all this, you want to go to File, and you want to go to Settings. So let's get into this. I'm going to go through these settings as fast as I can. I was having some complications earlier, so I have to re-record this, but I already know what I'm doing, so we're just going to blaze through this. Anyways, language, you want to choose English, or, you know, whichever language you speak. If you're Espanol, you choose Espanol. But I'm English, so I'm going to choose English. So, theme, it's whatever you want. You start out with default. I don't like that. It looks ugly as hell, so I'm going to choose dark. It's a lot easier on the eyes. And all of the rest of this is, you want to go down to stream, and you want to go to stream type. You want to go to streaming services. Don't click custom streaming server. I might do a tutorial on custom streaming servers later if you guys want, but streaming services. And then I stream a YouTube service server which is closest to you. So the one that's close. And then the stream key, what you want to do is you want to click the other link, which sends you to twitch.tv, obviously, or you can just go to Twitch, your choice. And you want to sign in, right? And then you want to click on your name down here. You want to hit the drop down. You want to go to dashboard. So once you're at the dashboard, you want to go to this thing that says stream key.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Gaming Careers YouTube channel, where we teach you how to live stream and how to create content within the gaming niche. Now, a little over a year ago, when this channel was super small, I created a video teaching people how to live stream on Twitch using OBS Studio and, you know, what settings you needed. And I didn't know at the time, but when I created the video, it instantly became my most popular video, and it has remained my most popular video ever since. And I think at the time of recording, it's taught nearly 700,000 people how to stream to Twitch. Now, with that video being a little over a year old, it is also a little bit outdated. It has a lot of relevant information in it still, but it's a bit outdated, really for three main reasons. Firstly, OBS has had, 20 new versions since I made that video, so there's been lots of updates, including a nifty little auto configuration wizard to help get your settings right. Secondly, Twitch has heavily invested in their infrastructure all around the world and have updated their broadcasting guidelines and what settings you should use to stream since I created the video. And thirdly, graphics cards companies like AMD and Nvidia have also heavily invested into developing chips that they include with their newest graphics cards that help take the encoding process away from the CPU. So for those 3 reasons, the guide is a little outdated, and I thought today I would do a 2018 version. Now, as with the previous video, we will be going over the key settings, so things like which Twitch server to stream to, what bit rate, what frame rate, what resolution, but we will be using the OBS configuration wizard, which wasn't included when I made the last video, and that's going to help set up some of our settings for us straight away. So if you're ready, let's dive in. So first things first, let's download and install OBS Studio by heading to the description to see it, and I've also included a link on screen now. Once you arrive at the website, you need to choose your operating system that you're going to be installing for between Windows, Mac or Linux. For Windows platform, Mac and Linux versions as well. Install the application as you normally would and launch OBS when installation has finished. When it launches, it should look something like this. Now for those of you that are completely new to OBS, this may look a little bit hectic, but it's really just made up of a few different sections. Firstly, up top, this